Today on X-Play, fun with state-sanctioned violence in SWAT 4. Plus, we review Brothers in Arms. And things get awkward in Moment of Silence.
She can get really crappy.
Will everyone please stop shooting? It's game time! Dude, I'm like totally down with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Dude, hello and welcome to X-Play, the show that brings you brutally honest game reviews.
At least that's what our promos say.
Right. On today's episode, we shoot a lot of people in SWAT 4, which probably shouldn't be the object of a police game. Just saying.
Plus, we ask the tough questions like, what the hell is Yoshi's touch and go?
Why do people keep making Ford racing games?
And will people like pointing and clicking in moments of silence?
Plus, we have another World War II shooting game. And you know what? It might be the best one we've ever played.
And we played hundreds, you Medal of Honor Battlefield 1942 making bastards. Stop making any more World War II games, except for the one on today's show, because we really like it.
But we begin with a little history lesson for all you bloodthirsty squad-based shooting fans.
Yes, in the late 1960s, the LAPD allowed professional police crazy man Daryl Gates to form the Special Weapons and Tactics Team, ostensibly to deal with sniping incidents against civilians and police officers.
Years later, this tactical squad became fodder for underwhelming 70s cop shows, and eventually it achieved its own video game series, now in its 4th version.
But will the series take casual gamers out back to be shot? Find out in our review.
Entry team to talk. There's a down suspect here.
Oh, SWAT, you were once a tool for suppressing black nationalists.
Put your hands up and get down!
And now look at you. You're fodder for such entertainment as Colin Farrell and Kevlar and gritty video games. The phrase tactical squad-based shooter will either have gamers biting their lower lip at the thought of methodical strategic thinking,
Police, drop your weapons! Moving on!
or have gamers recoiling in hesitancy at the thought of methodical strategic thinking.
Suspect killed.
In SWAT 4, you control a team of specialists equipped with the same armaments available to Al-Qaeda members attending gun shows. You can break them up into 2 groups and give orders easily from options established by your contacts.
Copy that. Moving now.
Like this.
Let's get in there, guys.
Don't let them get contact.
Moving
Suspect
on.
down.
And this.
Go, go, go! Time to move! Hands in the air, now!
Blue, open and clear. Go when ready.
You can even do it remotely through cameras atop their armored noggins. The best part about giving orders is that you can do it from back here.
Cops are here!
Officer down.
Ugh. Ah!
Suspect neutralized. You gotta punch out of here.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, I'm alive. The game judges you on your ability to handle the situation with the minimum amount of trauma to yourself,
Bad guy compliant.
your teammates, and the suspects and citizens.
Tie him down.
What's so nice is that the interface is easy to use, and you can quickly start to see the fruits of your careful planning. The challenge is that the game is tense. One false move and you can screw it all up.
It's a start.
So when you subdue a perp without incident, you can go ahead and lick that Tootsie Pop with authority.
Suspect is secured and ready for transport.
But wow, do you have some aggressive bad guys to contend with.
Neutralized.
Despite being armed with pistols and t-shirts, they don't hesitate to pop off a shot. Unfortunately, your teammates do.
Suspect.
Entry team
As they call out orders to drop weapons,
This is entry team. Suspect.
they tend to get shot frequently. This mixture of real police behavior with outrageous enemy aggressiveness makes it extremely difficult to survive a mission without friendly bloodshed.
Suspect neutralized.
Not to mention, this game has some of the most indignant civilians ever.
Damn, you've got nerve.
What part of my gun don't you understand? One other annoyance is that you have to cuff and call in everyone you encounter.
Don't tie me up.
Yeah, it's realistic, but here, it's busy work.
Suspect
Police, drop your
neutralized.
weapons.
But the game's well designed and there's multiplayer. It's intelligent and accessible. Plus, roaches.
This has been the worst night.
A 4 out of 5.
Civilian secured and ready to evacuate.
The single-player mission is enough to recommend this game, but there's also even more to SWAT 4.
There's the multiplayer, which is cooperative, obviously, and you also have these assault levels. So you can go in and have a really quick match. I mean, pretty much, since the single player is enough to recommend it, this is just cherry on the whipped cream of police action.
Okay. Of course, not every game is full of guns and violence. That's because some games are made by Nintendo.
Yes, Nintendo is known for its charming and innocent signature characters, like Donkey Kong, the violent and unpredictable monkey.
Mario, the charismatic Italian stereotype.
And Kirby, that pink ball that sucks and blows things.
Wholesome, every last one of them.
Now Yoshi, the cute dinosaur who uncontrollably cracks eggs, has a game for the Nintendo DS, and it has a creepy title. Here's a review of Yoshi, Touch and Go.
Hey, Morgan. Where do babies come from?
It's a good question, Adam. It's actually a very long story. So, there's a mommy and a daddy, and sometimes they love each other very much, and they want to have a little baby mommy and daddy, and she says, oh, I need money, like, really bad, because she needs money, because she wants to eat, because she's great, and she doesn't have any money. So
Morgan has no idea where babies come from. I do. I played Yoshi, Touch and Go. Isn't it rich? Aren't they a pair? Yoshi, there on the ground. Baby Mario, in the air. Send in the clouds. Don't bother. They're here. And really, that's all you need to know about Yoshi, Touch and Go. A bright and cheery look at child rearing for the Nintendo DS. Now, unless you've been under an Intellivision console for the past 20 years, you may not know the DS is trying to become the next big handheld. And it does it with not one screen, but two. That makes two screens. One screen, two screen. We can't make it any clearer than that. And Yoshi can't make the gameplay any more basic than with Touch and Go. We've got really only two different styles of play here. Poor baby Mario as he falls. Gently, of course. This is a game for the youngins. Falling slowly to his crib death. All he has are 3 balloons to protect him. But you, the player, can help his journey towards the Earth by creating little white clouds to safely guide Mario on his trip. Avoid enemies, grab some money on the trip down, and that's pretty much it. Sure, it's intense, but we use that word loosely around here, don't we? After protecting Mario from his treacherous fall of danger, Yoshi and Baby Mario go on a side-scrolling romp through a wondrous world of trees, dirt, and lots of nutritious fruit. It's always important to eat healthy, kids. Pesticides, be damned. That's Yoshi. He's so protective of Baby Mario. Look at him hurl those little dinosaur eggs at his enemies. Yoshi has no fear of extinction. He's a dinosaur on a mission. A side-scrolling mission, that is. Puzzle fans will like this game. Nintendo fans will like this game. Little innocent children not scarred by a certain Neverland Ranch resident will like this game. Will anybody else? Well, I guess that's up to you. I have looked at clouds on both screens now, from up and down, and still somehow, it's Yoshi's egg throws, I recall. I really don't like clouds at all. Yoshi Touch and Go gets 3 child endangerment violations out of 5.
And then, a little bit later, the Greek lady called and said, hey, oh my God, I totally had your baby. And that's how babies are made.
Well, thank you very much, Morgan. I really appreciate that. You're the best friend I ever had.
And that's sad. Did you get jaundice at the end of that review?
No, it's a thriller reference. In the video at the end of the date, Michael Jackson's eyes turn all yellow and scary.
Okay, A, that thing with us was not a date. And B, it looked like you had hepatitis, which you shouldn't have unless you already know how babies are made.
Coming up, lower your expectations. It's Ford Racing 3.
You're not gonna live.
It will be painful.
You're doomed.
Doom 3, rated M for mature. Now on Xbox.
This job, it's all about helping people.
Thanks for getting here so fast. He was having these sympathy cravings for a cheeseburger and a pizza.
It's okay, ma'am. I've got you Domino's cheeseburger pizza right here.
Genius. Look how happy he is. You got any pork chops in there?
Pork chop?
Or funnel cake?
It's like a cheeseburger, only better, because it's a pizza. Juicy beef, classic cheeseburger taste. Buy a medium for $9.99 and any second medium is just $5 more. Hit the door, it's Domino's new American classic cheeseburger pizza.
Let's count sand. It's not.
Bean Farmer Extreme.
Let's wait in line. Awesome. This is all you guys have? Where are all the good games? You guys have nothing. Zip. Nada.
We have not a 3.
With Gamefly.com, you can stay at home and rent games from the largest selection on the planet, and we'll send them to you. Go to Gamefly.com now for your free trial. Rated T through M.
Hello? Hey, man, you're not gonna believe what happened.
Jose Bobo says you had a prepaid bill, son.
But I just bought minutes.
Fees, dude. Fees.
25 cents to connect, yo. Plus an extra $1 a day.
Freeze it.
You guys are posers. What's it gonna be?
Getting burned by your prepaid company?
I'm out of here. No more hidden fees.
Introducing T-Mobile to Go. Get more prepaid minutes without hidden fees or contracts.
Nice.
T-Mobile to Go. Straight up prepaid.
You like bath time, don't you? We're gonna get you nice and clean. Now, can you tell me how old you are?
22.
Yes, you are.
How dirty boys get clean. New Axe Shower Gel.
Where do they get it? How are they moving it?
Agent Brzezinski, Narc Squad.
The DEA is forcing themselves on this. Your old partner Marcus is the lead agent.
This is our case.
Don't move in until I give the word.
Yeah, right. He's going for the gun.
Some moments I was an addict, but this moment, I'm a cop. Two cops on the street face a choice. Do they walk the line or do they cross it? Narc, 1995. Big hit, friend prices. Rated M for mature.
You found the G-spot. X-Play is coming up next.
And now, more tasteless humor with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. There's a long, proud history of great licensed racing games.
For example, oh wait, there aren't any.
No. I mean, sure, Gran Turismo uses licensed cars and is awesome.
But what we're talking about is when just one automaker pays a game developer to make a game showcasing their cars.
Like Ferrari F355 Challenge or Mercedes-Benz World Racing or the succinctly titled Corvette.
All those games have one thing in common. They're very, very bad.
But leave it to American automakers to not take the hint and force us to review Ford Racing 3.
Thanks.
Are you like a rock? Do you like Toby Keith? Then most likely you've driven a Ford lately. If you haven't, well, now you can, in the third installment of the Ford Racing trilogy. Toby Keith not included. Ford Racing 3 is here, and Gran Turismo 4 is still a much better game. However, there are many good things about this semi-exciting game. The best feature is the ability to race with all exclusive Ford vehicles, like this car the gangsters used to drive.
Faster, Mickey, faster. We gotta get away. Capone's boys are on us.
Sadly, the game doesn't offer the Harrison Ford, even though he made the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs. It does, however, offer 3 different play modes. The body of these styles is competition mode, where you'll battle 5 computer-controlled cars through 14 different events. As you tally up points, you'll be able to unlock more cars and more tracks. Then you can admire your awards. Ooh, I think this is an award for Best Hillbilly Truck Racing.
Yeehaw! I love me racing.
Another nice feature is online play. That's right, you heard me correctly. Online. Other than that, the game kinda sucks. It's not that Ford Racing is a bad game, it just has a been there, done that racing feel to it. While the 26 different courses are nice to look at, they offer no interaction with the race. I mean, is this train ever gonna come? Plus, the cars feel as if they have no weight to them, sending them gliding back and forth with ease. You'll feel less like Speed Racer and more like the old man in the seat. And of course, Ford wouldn't want you to think their cars could possibly be damaged, so slam them into each other as hard as you can because nothing will take away that shine. Ford, like a rock. Apparently, they also don't need a tune-up because the game offers no customization options for the cars. With so many racing games out there, it's hard to say what to do with this one. It offers car enthusiasts a chance to race with cars not offered anywhere else. It has nice graphics, an array of races, and online play. However, the physics aren't very good. They offer no tuning for gearheads, and I still don't understand why people think their Ford Explorer can fit into a compact parking space. Ford Racing 3 gets a 3 out of 5, and I'm still waiting for that train.
Wow, I can't wait for other licensed racing games to come out, like Honda Civic Budget Racer,
Yugo 7 Trials to Glory,
Gran Turismo Scion Concept Edition,
Suzuki Samurai Rollover Racing,
Losers on Wheels, Fiero Fury,
Dodge Caravan Soccer Mom Fury,
White Panel Van, the Amber Alert game,
Kia Underground,
Pacer vs. Gremlin, The Duel,
the Datsun B210 Drive-By Simulator,
and the Hummer Parking Garage Challenge.
Up next, point, click, rinse, repeat. It's moment of silence.
A warrior instinctively knows when he's found his perfect weapon. It is the key that unlocks his deadly potential. Unreal Championship 2, only on Xbox. Rated M for mature.
The passage is intense, but if you complete the journey, you will find your destiny among the world's greatest warriors. The few, the proud, the Marines.
New from Jamster, get Mike Jones on your cell. Or 9 for Still Tippin', or Still 10 for the hot voice ringer featuring Mike Jones. 755.55. Make them yours.
Brand new and exclusive to Jamster. Get these hip-hop real sounds as a ringtone on your cell now. Type H13 for Holla Back Youngin' by Fabulous. Type H14 for Trillvilles, Get Some Crunk in Yo System. Or type H15 for Twista's Sunshine to 755.55.
You found the G-Spot. X-Play is coming up next.
Frustrated with high-priced internet providers cleaning you out? They charge over $20 a month for service that should cost half of that. It's time you tried People PC Online. With People PC Online, you get unlimited internet access for only $10.95 a month. Go to peoplepc.com now to try us free for 30 days and compare us with your current ISP. People PC Online has all the features you'd expect from the big ISPs and a few things you might not, like virus blocker software to help protect your computer from harmful email viruses, more local access numbers than AOL, and a smart dialer for faster, more reliable connections, all for just $10.95 a month. No wonder over 500,000 people have switched to People PC Online in the last year. To try us free for 30 days, go to peoplepc.com for a quick download of our easy-to-use software. Or call 1-800-PEOPLE-PC. People PC Online, a better way to internet.
This Wednesday on the G-Spot. It's a hard knock life. Cinematech looks at games from the street.
Hey, chill.
Then X-Play plays doctor with Pariah.
Have a virus.
And enters the scrum with Rugby 2005. Find the G-Spot, weeknight starting at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
I am madly in love with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, and I have the restraining order to prove it.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Remember back in the 90s when point-and-click PC adventure games were all the rage?
Not really, but that hasn't stopped a handful of developers from cranking them out well into this decade.
And here's another one.
It's our review of Moment of Silence. Oh, that title is stupid.
Worse than X-Play?
You got me there.
The year 2044. The place, New York City. In a world rife with tales of government conspiracies, abductions, and mind control experiments, one man risks it all for
his hot neighbor whose husband was brutally abducted right before her very eyes. Now all he needs is a way in.
Mrs. Oswald, your son lost his teddy in the hall.
The teddy bear?
If you would open the door for just a moment, then I would briefly come across the hall and bring it by.
Bow chicka bow wow. If only the Moment of Silence had more moments like this, it might play as exciting as it sounds. Don't let the incredibly cool graphics fool you.
Hey look, it's the opening of Aqua Teen. Moment of Silence may have the look of Blade Runner, but it moves with all the speed and excitement of Remains of the Day. There's no one chasing you and no clock to beat, so there's no reason for your maverick advertising executive turned avenging, advertising executive to hurry up with anything. For a guy so driven to finding out what's going on, he sure does take his time. Look at him go. You'll find yourself having to do lots of repetitive and pointless things at times when you don't need to do them, but still have to do them in order to move to the next screen. See this elevator? Get used to it. You live on the 23rd floor. No matter how many times you go back to your apartment and how fast you get back to the elevator, you will never, ever not have to wait for it to come up from the lobby. So, that's what the action's like. What about the dialogue?
Ew. Obviously, he's mostly living on Coke and fortune cookies. No, better leave Brenda alone. She can get really crappy.
Okay, man. Take some weed with you next time.
Oh, did I mention the racism?
You are pretty damn brave, stupid fool.
The conversations you have to have go on so long, you'll find yourself maniacally clicking through them.
I can't. My family be sad, and I'd be.
Maybe you'll meet some.
Oh, I can. And I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at least now, they're entertaining. In no time, even the incredibly detailed scenery will have you wanting to go on a roid rage thanks to an ever-static camera angle, which makes moving from one scene to another incredibly frustrating and redundant. Moment of silence, more like hours of boredom. This is one case where silence is not golden. But it is a 2 out of 5.
Take some weed with you next time.
Almost no one is making point-and-click adventure games anymore, and this game is a great example of why.
Sure, every once in a while a great game like Siberia comes along, but for the most part this genre is pretty much over.
Don't believe us? Now, Tim Schafer, the creator of some of the best point-and-click adventure games out there...
Like Monkey Island and Grim Fandango.
He isn't even making point-and-click games anymore. He's making a platformer called Psychonauts.
In other words, Daddy left his genre. It's never a good sign.
On the other hand, there are signs that our next game is really, really good.
What signs?
I just said that it's really, really good. That's all I really have.
Okay.
Up next, stop making World War II games already. Stop it.
Whoever attacked us was loaded for war. The new XXX gotta be more dangerous, deadlier, more attitude.
I've got the perfect candidate.
Can you protect the president?
Gotta be kidding.
This Friday.
Sure you know how to drive this thing?
Somebody better leave a note.
XXX, State of the Union, rated PG-13.
Hi, Steven.
Hi.
Sarah's still getting ready.
Okay.
How have your parents been?
Oh, they're fine, Mrs. Drake.
Good. Well, come on in. I like your haircut like this.
Mrs. Drake?
Call me Bonnie. Oops.
Warning. The makers of Tag Body Spray cannot be held liable if product is worn in the vicinity of your girlfriend's mother, your girlfriend's mother's friends, your girlfriend's friends, or any combination of the words friend, girl, and or mother that we forgot.
Introducing Tag Body Spray for guys. Consider yourself warned.
Roswell, New Mexico, 1947. UFO wreckage is discovered and seized by military personnel. It is speculated that the alien technology recovered has been applied to modern-day innovations. To this day, the government denies any existence of alien technology.
Alienware Area 51M systems use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
By now, you've all heard the rumors. We're here to give you the facts. What people call Area 51 is just a government research facility. There are no bizarre medical experiments. There are no space aliens. And everything at Area 51 is totally under control.
The conspiracy is no longer a theory. Area 51, available now with online play. Rated M for mature.
Now, any questions?
The coolest animated screensavers now at Jamster. Get Mr. Chaos by sending Annie43. Or get yourself the hot blue car by sending Annie46. Just text Annie51 to get the lovely puppy. Text Annie54 for the polar baby. Text Annie57 for the fire on your cell. or Annie 60 if you want to play basketball. To 755-55.
Once again, two people still phoning it in. Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
If there's one thing we've had enough of, it's World War II shooters.
There has got to be some other subject matter for you guys to cover.
Make a World War I trench warfare game with a gangrenometer. Make a Spanish Civil War shooter. Do anything. Stop with the WW2.
That being said, if developers actually listen to us and never ever make another World War II game, that'll be just fine with me, because I doubt any future game could ever get better than the World War II game we're looking at next.
Here's our review of Brothers in Arms.
War. Besides spring break and the showers at the gym, it's the best place to find the male bonding bliss of the brodeo. Nothing brings a group of dudes closer than global conflict.
I understand the large hearts of heroes, the courage of present times.
Apparently, it brings out bad poets, too. With a wary eye, we watch Brothers in Arms, The Road to Hill 30, as it looks to milk the nearly exhausted cow of World War II subject matter. And we're happy to report their bucket is full. If you've seen Private Ryan and the HBO spin-off Band of Brothers, you'll remember the kinetic chaos of the combat. Brothers in Arms has translated this into a gaming environment with jaw-clenching success. There are layers of involvement to discover in the game. Brothers takes a different tack to the Medal of Honor series by making squad support and strategy a must. It removes the tedium of simple linearity by making each foot you progress a battle of wits. You get sassy, so does the game. You get stupid, the game kills you. What this does is to capture the realistic essence of the house-by-house, hedgerow-by-hedgerow nature of the battles following the D-Day invasion. The vast pastoral landscapes of France are turned into complex labyrinths where death is dying to dance with you. Your squaddies react well on their own, laying down accurate covering and support fire. And the ability to command them in the heat of battle pays near instant dividends. Each time you confront the enemy, you'll have to assess the landscape and type of firepower old Fritzy's thrown at you in order to chart a life-preserving course. The enemy AI is equally responsive, aggressively trying to match your goal to continue breathing. Jerry wants to reach the schnitzel of home, and you want a beer and a hot dog. Sound modeling and decent voice acting achieve this humanizing effect that brings you deeper into the game.
Pouvez-vous nous dire où nous sommes?
The title is sinisterly clever. Without warning, just when you think it's safe to read a letter from home, everything changes for the worse. As new weapons become available, careful management of them is a must. You'll spend a lot of time with your squad mates and get to know their unique personalities.
I've never said hello like that. You could just say shoot them.
Well, smartass, you're with me.
You feel there's nothing you can't talk to them about. Hey bro, does my gun smell funny? Kinda like Randy Cheese? No? Yes? Enemy machine guns maintain their lethal reality and will easily pin you down when they get a bead on you. Grenades were a particular joy to wield, clearing rooms and limbs of the Teutonic tenants nicely. Poor Fritz, you have no arm, you have no life. Somewhere a Rhine maiden weeps for thee. The landscapes are large, and an in-game 3D view map of objectives and terrain is a nice addition. There were some horribly timed frame rate issues that intruded on gameplay at times, but it doesn't detract much from the white-knuckle ride of the rest of the game. With a wink from a dimpled pinup girl, we give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, we loved it. Now never make another World War II game again.
Well, unless it has zombies.
Unless it has zombies.
Or Wookiees.
What?
Well, if your World War II game had Wookiees, that would be different. I just like Wookiees. Wookiees versus Nazis.
But they would be like, that's strange. I mean, zombie Nazis, that was a stretch. Well, I guess we wouldn't have Wookiee Nazis. They would just come in.
You could have Wookiee zombie Nazis.
My head's hurting.
Oh.
I see you out there.
Still trying to be fly with that 10-year-old cassette player? Come on, dog. Join us in the 21st century. How does a $20,000 interior car makeover sound to you? Watch G4 for clues every night from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Then go to G4TV.com to enter the Whipset sweepstakes. 4 new clues drop every night. The more you watch, the more chances you have to win. Please believe it's the Whipset sweepstakes, May 8th through May 21st.